Today I'm building a tackle box full of what I believe to be the best fall time bait, giant worms.
Oh, that's a fish. Oh, that's a good one too. That's a fish. That's a good fish too. The 6, oh, that was a bite. That was a bite, that was a bite, that was a bite. Got one. Can you grab it? Got, yep. Yes, it did. Oh, oh. We have a fish. Got one. Got a good one. On the 10-inch worm.
If those hook sets didn't get you excited, wait till you see the fish. Hey everyone, Zach Finds Fish here. Before we get too deep into the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Over 91% of you guys enjoying the content have not clicked that button. And if you do, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. That's right. So I hope you guys enjoyed those hook sets because I haven't even caught the fish yet. So if there's hook sets in that intro, that means we caught some fish. And that's right, I'm throwing big worms today. And it's gonna be added and it's gonna look a little bit different because I got it late last night, but I even added a bigger worm. I have a KVD bull worm. This is 10-inch worm. If you guys have used large worms before and you've been successful on it, let me know in the comments. What is the largest worm you've thrown to catch fish? We'll start with my wacky rig. Again, I have the 5-inch worm. I have a wacky wig. I have my rig on. I have a 5-inch worm tied on, and this is going to be, I have a couple different 5-inch worms. I have the wave worm, which is one that I picked up from a garage sale. It's kind of just, I have it still on, which is why I'm throwing it. And then I brought some Yum green pumpkin chartreuse tail worms as well. Again, going natural colors, but I have found really in this lake, and I don't know if it's because of the color of the water, but dark colors or like a June bug. I bought the bullworms are actually black and blue, but I have felt like black and blue or dark colored worms have done really well. But I want to show you what I believe to be one of the most successful, at least for my region, so Midwest, late fall worm, to be the big worm, to be the best bait for fall. And I'm hoping that I can prove that today. Again, fishing is fishing. You never know what's gonna happen. We are in November. It's weird November though. I mean, again, today is supposed to be, I think, a high of 70, a high of 70 in November, and this whole week is supposed to be beautiful. So I don't know, it's weird weather we've had, so who knows how these fish are gonna react. But I went with my most confident setup, which is the Texas rig. Again, I kept the wacky on because it's just what I had on already. I was going to switch to a wacky, but I figured, or to a Texas rig, but I figured a 5-inch worm would work really well with it too, so it doesn't really change it too much. Kind of just letting the boat drift me. So you might be able to see the ripples on the water. So I'm hoping like this is kind of the it. I hope it doesn't get too breezy. Yeah, because here we go. We're starting to drop off a little bit. Oh, that's a fish. Oh, that's a good one too. Good one on the 5-inch. We're got to get him in first, I guess, but oh, we just flung my worm off. Oh, he went into the grass. He's trying to go into the grass. That's a good fish too. Good fish. There we go. Splashing up here, trying to dive. Trying to dive. I feel like I got him pretty good, but with such a small hook, it always makes me nervous. I've had so much luck with the 6-aught hook from Guggen. Oh, it's a good fish too. Good fish on the wacky. There it is. A little bit of salad with him. Let's get you over towards the camera, buddy. That's a good fish on the wacky. So moving our way up, that's what was my goal. We're gonna start moving our way up from the sizes of worms. So right now, 5-inch worm, it got flung off. But 5-inch worm right here, this is definitely like a 2.4, 2.2. Let's see, let's test my accuracy. I feel like I'm gonna actually wing him a little bit heavy again, which I don't mean to. But let's test my accuracy. I'm gonna say he's probably 2.2. It's a good bass on the wacky. Wacky is, again, late fall, late summer. Oh, I need to zero it out. late fall, late summer, I think a wacky is always a good choice. So right now it's reading as 2-1. I'm gonna do it one more time. Yep, 2-1. So I was close. 2-2, 2-1. There he is. First fish on the wacky, little 5-inch worm. Gonna have to start working our way up through some bass, but there he goes. Down to the bottom. Water's super clear. The sun is just pouring in right now. There we go. All right, so first fish on the wacky, not the extra large worms, but again, I want to have some fun with it, and I kind of want to work my way up through the sizes. All right, now, next we're gonna hook on, which is the 6-inch worm, which is, again, I don't know the name of it. I got it from an estate sale, but I'll show you guys. So here they are. Not a Yum lure. They might be, I don't really know, but they're not in this bag, so not from this bag. But again, these are the 6-aught. They're kind of like a purple. I don't know if it's coming up great for you guys, but it's a transparent purple, like dark, deep purple. But again, worms obviously are always good all year round. That's a fish. That's a good fish too. A decent fish for sure. I don't know how well I have him because I actually believe I was just retrieving it. Oh, stay down, stay down, stay down. Stay down. I'm trying to jab it into him a little bit better. That's a good fish too, you guys. I haven't caught a fish on this side in a long time. It's either been 2 reasons, wind or just no luck. It's been a while since I've actually caught a fish in these rocks right here. Guess I can say it's still been a little while. Oh, that was a good fish too. That was probably like a 2-2-2. Oh, that's a fish. That was another fish. All right, I gotta stand up. Oh, yep, they took my worm. Bit off half of it right at the hook. So I'm gonna do this last cast, and if I don't catch anything, then I'm gonna swap to the Slim Shake worm. All right, guys, we're tossing out the Slim Shake. I think I had a bite, but it might have also been a log. Slim Shake worm, I'll show you guys up close here in a second, but it's one I already have tied on. It's kind of already ripped, so I don't know how well it'll work, but. So I just lost my little Slim Shake worm, but here we go. This is the 6.5-inch Slim Shake worm. It is June bug color. All right, guys, well, not only did I lose one to just ripping off after a rat's nest or a bird's nest, but now I just snagged one up in the tree and I couldn't get it down, so I'm retying. Let's try not to cast. Let's try not to cast in that same tree, huh? And the reason why I don't know the reason why, but I feel like, to me, normal worms have been, the giant worms have been the most successful, not the curly tail worms. They're, you know, these have a little less action, a little bit more subtle to them. So maybe that doesn't spook the fish as much or need to require such a reaction bite. They can just kind of scoop it up. You know, they just eat it. All right, kind of cast it out in the middle here. All right, guys, I've cast it a few more times, man, and no luck. Again, the only fish we have had is on the wacky, almost one on the 6-inch worm, probably twice, and no bites yet on the 6.5-inch. I know I've had luck on this worm, but it just, again, we're so deep into fall. I'm really hopeful that this is gonna turn around here in a little bit. I think it's gonna start warming up even more. Again, you know, I bought the 10.5-inch worm just to see and try and have fun with it, but I was really hoping to kind of level up, right? Like go from 5-inch, 6-inch, 6.5, 7, 8, and then 10. But that's, right now, it feels really slow, even in this lake, for this kind of worm. But I know we'll catch more. Is that a fish? No. I know we'll catch more. The 6, oh, that was a bite. That was a bite. That was a bite. That was a bite. I got one. That's a good fish. Don't be a pike. Don't be a pike. That was a bite. Oh, it's a good fish. Don't lose this one. That's a really good fish, you guys. Really good fish. That was low too, right through the side of his mouth. I'm telling you, these 6-aught, it's a good fish. It's a really good fish. Get over here. Okay. awkward. This is a really good fish. There it is on the 6.5 inch slim shake worm. I was just saying how I was kind of struggling. These fish are look how football-y this guy is. Look how wide his body is. This guy is definitely probably 2.5. Oh wow, he's a lot bigger than I thought. He's 210. Maybe it's his big old belly right here. 2.9, 210. There it is on the 6.5 inch slim shake worm. I'm telling you, it's been a little slow. I lost a fish on the 6 inch worm over there probably twice. Now we moved to the 6.5 inch. This guy, look at his belly, dude. Look how fat that fish is. Look how fat that fish is, man. That's crazy to me. Like, this fish is just a football, man. All right, there he is. Let's get him back in the water. What a gorgeous fish. And that was deep. That was deep because I kind of just threw it into the middle. And again, like I said, I felt like the slightest tug. And I was like, oh, that's a fish. And I did a little bit of, I retrieved the slack, and then it didn't give. And I'm like, there probably are sticks down there, but there was a little bit of give. All right, we're gonna swap now. I'm really curious about the 7 inch worm. So again, these are the 7 inch net baits that I picked up from Ollie's for $1.99. So here it is. So this is called the red bug. And so it's got like an interesting, I don't know if even the camera's picking it up that well, but it's got like an interesting body like shape. It's got a little bit ribs on it. It's a very interesting looking bait. Again, it's a little bit thinner. It definitely has more of a normal size worm presence. This definitely looks interesting. It almost looks like a licorice or like a Jolly Rancher. I don't know. The red bug looks interesting. Let's get it back out there. Again, I threw that kind of in the middle. That was definitely not near the trees. So I'm gonna keep kind of casting in this general area. Was that a fish already? I believe that was a fish already. Dude, yeah, no, for sure. Look at, already pulling it off. So I'm actually gonna do a swap here. I'm gonna go to my Team Lose Custom Black here, and it has a Gamakatsu hook 5/0. Yeah, these are just a little bit thinner. We're gonna work our way back in that corner because I think we're gonna catch a fish over there. I saw a fish attacking. It was just insane. So if I can just get down here a little bit farther. Oh, see, there's so much boiling going on over there, you guys. I think it's bass chasing bluegill. Oh, it's a big weight for my lure. That's a fish. That was a fish. On the Gamakatsu hook, please hold. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. That was really freaking cool. Stay down. He's trying to jump. I see the Gamakatsu hook right through the same spot. I'm trying to keep it taut. But it's right through the same exact spot where the Guggen ones go. So hopefully, I mean, this is Gamakatsu. It's not gonna let go. Get up here, get up here, get up here. Got him on the 7 inch worm. There it is. On the red bug 7 inch worm, Gamakatsu hook right through the cheek. There we go. 7 inch worm, red bug, net bait. This guy's just shy of 2 pounds. He's probably 214, 2 pounds maybe, exactly. That was cool though. I mean, it was almost like on a retrieve and he was running at me. I thought I was gonna lose him. But those sharp Gamakatsu hooks kept him here. How fun. Big worms, I'm telling you guys. Big worms. God, that's so much fun. I am super happy that I found that, again, worms are worms, right? But I'm super happy that I have found that big worms aren't as daunting as you may think they are. So let me know in the comments, are you guys gonna use big worms after this video? Are you gonna at least give them a shot? I just recommend giving, I just recommend giving them a shot. I think there's something cool about knowing you're throwing a giant worm and still catching big fish. All right, since I'm over here and the wind's slowing down a little bit, we are gonna toss out the big old boy, the 8-inch Slim Shake net bait here. And let's get on that big old 8-inch worm. So again, it's similar to the Slim Shake, or similar to the other Slim Shake. It's got a little bit different of a design, but it is similar. But it's just a little bit longer. So again, it's 1.5 inches longer. Still a Slim Shake. So they just redesigned it a little bit. But that 10-inch worm is going to be a monster. Like a big fish is going to need to eat that. I don't even, you know, actually, oh no, I do have some wackies that might be able to hold it, but that's like a, I'm going after a muskie or something. Because again, that reminds me of just what, oh. Big action right in front of me. This wind though. Oh, something chased it. Did it grab it? Yep. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Right off those rocks, man. It's crazy. Wow, you're fighting. You are fighting, buddy. Trying to dig in the grass. I saw him chase it off the rocks. And I wasn't sure if he had it. It felt a little bit of tight, little bit of tight line. And he had him. So 8-inch. We got to land him though. I do believe it's through the cheek, but it doesn't look as good as I would like it to be. 8-inch worm. Oh my gosh. I love big worms at late fall. I'm telling you. Late fall worms have been killing it for me. And I mean big worms. Not just normal 5-inch worms, 6-inch worms, things like that. This guy's wanting to fight, dude. I just don't want to lose him. I don't want to fight him for too long. Oh, man. He is not giving up. Okay. Got him. Got him on the 8-inch worm. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 8-inch worm. This is a good fish too. But it was so cool to see because I was kind of just retrieving it over those rocks. Like I could see the rocks that it's running over. And all of a sudden, off to like the left side, if you're looking at the rock bank, off the left side, I just see a dart come chasing it. Wasn't sure if he grabbed it, but he did. In that cheek, he's not getting out with these big stout Mondo worms from Guggen. I have had a lot of success. It's kind of ripping up his cheek, dude. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Now this guy's probably just shy of 2 pounds, 115, 2 pounds maybe, exactly. Again, fat. Look at these bellies, just fat, beautiful fish, man. It's got a little bit of scarring on his fin, but freaking awesome. Again, you're thinking like, these are so daunting. Like I'm not gonna throw a monster worm. Like look at, it's probably just only a quarter of the worm. But right now in late fall, I have had the most luck on these because they are just trying to devour them. So with that being said, let's tie on or hook on that 10-inch worm. Look at this thing. I mean, you're telling me right now a fish is gonna grab this? That's just like mind-blowing to me. Look at this worm. Look how big this worm is compared to the hook. You guys can see it on my shirt. This is gonna require a big fish. It's so heavy. Again, I don't know it. This is like basically like a small gardener snake at this point that I'm throwing. So let me know again in the comments, have you thrown giant worms? And I mean, not just like a 6-inch worm, which I have? Have you thrown a 7-inch worm? Have you thrown an 8-inch worm? Have you thrown a 10-inch worm? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't, does me throwing these worms out for you, showing you that the fish will grab them even on a retrieve, add a little confidence to you to maybe give them a shot? I recommend them. And I'm not saying ribbon tails. I'm saying straight up worms, not ribbon tails. Because even if they're gonna bite this, like, they're gonna have to it's gonna require them to eat the whole freaking thing. And really the biggest fish I'm worried about is either pike, but really a snapping turtle. But again, the snapping turtle would have to eat the whole thing. And if a snapping turtle grabs it, it's probably just gonna grab the tail of it. Oh, oh, we have a fish. We have a fish on. We have a fish on. My worm is gone. This is a big bass. My worm is gone. My 10-inch worm is gone. This is a good fish. Oh my God, this is a good fish. It's giving us a show too. Oh no, it's not. It's just in his mouth. No. Get up here. Get up here. Oh my gosh. This is a big bass. On the 10-inch bullworm, let's go. It's hanging right out of his mouth. Oh my gosh, this is a good fish. This is a good fish. Stay down. This is a good fish, you guys. He absolutely choked the whole thing. The whole thing is down his throat right now. The 10-inch worm has been swallowed. Swallowed. We just gotta land him now. I just hope I didn't gut throat him, but I don't think I did. I see the weight. Awesome, I wish I had a net. Oh my God. This is a PB. This is a PB of the lake, you guys. PB of the lake. Oh, it is gut hooked a little bit. PB of the lake. PB of the lake. Please let me get him out. There it is. The 10-inch worm hanging out of his throat. I got it. 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 Oh my gosh, you guys. On the 10-inch worm. Look at this bass. And I got it out. Where's my scale? So my current PB on this lake is a 3.3. I think he's gonna survive. 3.6, a new PB, you guys. 3.6 on the 10-inch bullworm. Look at this bass. Look at this bass. I hope he's okay. Let's get him in the water. I'm gonna dip him one more time, take some pictures. He's trying to eat me, so he's good. 3.6, new PB on the lake. There he goes. So, all right, well, now really the only lure we need to bring in a fish is the 6-inch worm. The 6-inch worm is the last worm we need to actually bring a fish in on. I have caught a fish out on a 5-inch worm, a 6.5-inch worm, a 7-inch worm, 8-inch worm, and a 10-inch worm. All right, now next lure you guys are gonna see me tossing out is the 6-inch worm. All right, guys, I'm gonna cast my way back to the dock. But if I don't catch anything, I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna go fishing off the dock. But if I don't catch anything, probably the next time you'll see me is back in my garage talking about these big worms. All right, so what a crazy day. Like I said, I truly believe, honestly, like
tough fishing seasons, these worms are going to be killers. So again, we actually didn't ever land a fish on the 6-inch worm. But here we go. We got the 6.5-inch Slim Shake. We have the 8-inch Slim Shake. Have the, now granted I'm kind of floating in here, but here's the red bug, which we had that killer bite on, the red bug 7-inch worm. And here is the worm that we just couldn't land a fish on. Again, I'm shocked I didn't. Now granted, we had some bites, had one fish come up to the boat and almost get onto the boat, but, and again, the good old wacky rig on the 5-inch wave worms here. Last but not least, this giant worm, this 10-inch black and blue bull worm. This thing is massive. And not only did it catch me a big fish, caught me a new PB on that lake, and I'll give you guys a little bonus catch here.
Hey everyone, Zach Finds Fish here. Can you believe it or not? This is a 10-inch worm, and I have confidence in it because I just caught a new PB on this lake. Got one. Got a good one. On the 10-inch worm. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's a good one. This is a big fish. That's a big fish. No. It's a big fish. Big fish. There he is. Let's go. On the 10-inch worm, a fat bass on the 10-inch worm. Whew. Wow. I hope you guys can see that. 213, 214.
That's right, off the dock with this worm, I was able to catch another 2-pound, 10-ounce bass right off the dock, just feeding on a bunch of shad. I originally got these as not necessarily a joke, but more or less like, there's no way I'm gonna actually catch a fish on them, but you know, KVD's on it. 10-inch worm, I wanted a 10-inch worm or something big. And not only did I catch a fish rather quickly, it was a new PB, and then caught another one right off the dock. So again, guys, if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Like I said, I believe just a normal long worm, not even a curly tail, not a ribbon tail, whatever you want to call it, a straight up long, big worm is fantastic for those tough seasons, and I'm going to, again, throw these in fall. Guys, again, if you enjoyed the content, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you're going to be picking up some monster worms like this for late fall fishing. Let me know in the comments. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Peace.